This is a hype session. Welcome to today's video, guys. Welcome back to my channel. I really hope that you subscribe, you give this video a thumbs up, the works. You guys know the drill, right? Cool. This is a hype session, and this is a topic that I feel like really needs to be put out there in the natural hair community. I've never really seen anyone talking about what I'm about to talk about today. Maybe there are videos out there, but I've just never really come across one. But then as I look back on my natural hair journey and I went through everything it is that I've went through, I've realized that there were certain instances where I really just felt like I really don't like my hair. I don't want to deal with it anymore, despite me pressing on and taking care of my hair further and getting it to where it is today and how it looks, which is obviously, I mean, come on, look at the material.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
And I know for a fact that there are a lot of other people that think this way too, especially I'll come across people that like compliment my hair and be like, oh my gosh, you have such nice hair, what do you use on your hair? And then like I'll explain. This time around I'm just gonna be like, I have a YouTube channel, so go check it out. So excited.
I know that's right.
But yeah, I come across people that do say that, and then they're like, oh, but I could never take care of my hair. Just like natural hair is so much to deal with. It's just really not a nice hair type. I'd much rather just relax my hair and just wear it like that for the rest of my life. I don't know. But then, and it's a lot of people that say this. It's a lot of people in my country specifically that say this, and I think it's really concerning, and it just shows how much we need to move forward and change our mindset when it comes to our hair. Hence the title of the video, mindset shifts for flourishing hair. Yes, I really am such a big believer that everything starts in the mind. Everything starts up here. Okay, so if you want to do something with your life, it usually starts as an idea, right? You don't just kind of do it. That's just how the human body works, right? And I think with natural hair, it's important to also be conscious of that as well, of paying attention to what we really think about our hair before we just start putting products on it and searching hacks on the internet and just finding ways to mess with it and deal with it and stuff like that. Like, really just ask yourself, what do I think of my hair? And if you don't really like your hair, or like other people, you think that it is a lot to deal with, then you shouldn't judge yourself for that. You shouldn't judge yourself for that, because it's not your fault that you think that way. The society that we live in, and I'm taking it all the way back to the slavery days, Africans were shipped off into Western countries, and you may or may not know that they were stripped of their identity so much, and the Europeans wanted to impose their beliefs and their standards of beauty on Africans. And you know what, like, our ancestors have internalized that, and then it's caused a ripple effect into the rest of the world, my country included, where you see the popularization of relaxer and straightness and weaves, and just black women wearing their hair not naturally. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry for that. But as I was saying, black women have been wearing their hair in its not so natural state, relaxing it in order to make it straight to match Eurocentric standards of beauty, wearing weaves and things of that sort. And don't get me wrong, like, it's not a problem. Like, you can express yourself the way that you want to express yourself, but like, it's very important to kind of question these things and kind of ask yourself where they come from. And that is where they come from, for those of you guys who didn't know. It's just imposed Eurocentric standards of beauty imposed on us by ancient. And I don't mean to make this a race thing, but it kind of is. But then yes, by ancient white people. There, I said it.
I said what I said.
So I really just wanted to make this a chit chat, but then I'm going to kind of share the mindset shifts that I had to make. And I find myself thinking this way whenever I'm dealing with my hair in any type of way, whether I'm washing it or brushing it or just anything. I just find myself thinking these thoughts, and I think, these are actually really kind of important. So I'm here to just kind of share with you guys the mindset shifts that I had to make in order to, you know, love my hair and have it love me back. I think the first thing to do is not compare yourself to other races. When trying to develop confidence, comparison, you need to throw it out the window. And it's the same thing with hair, because your hair is one of the first things that people see when they see your face, right? And obviously it plays a really important role on how your confidence is and your self-esteem and things of that nature, things of that sort. And if you have 4C hair, whether you're a male or you're a female, it's important to not compare yourself with other races, because if you have hair like this, chances are that you are black. So no matter how much you're gonna be like, oh, I wish I had curly hair, I wish I had straight hair, it's just not gonna happen. It's not going to happen. Even if you do relax it, it won't even look like white. It just looks like black relaxed hair. But then you need to stop comparing yourself with other races. Stop comparing yourself with other people, period. The type of hair that I have because of my genes, first and foremost. And also on top of that, you must also acknowledge that your genetics also play a role in the way that your hair looks and in the way that you are gonna need to take care of it. So don't compare yourself with other people, because in as much as you and I can have the same type of hair, right, 4C, it's not exactly the same, because our ancestors are not the same, because our lineage is not the same, because our DNA is not the same. And I specifically wore this African pendant necklace for this video, yes. But then yes, comparison, just throw it out the window. Throw it out the window completely and welcome in acceptance. That is a really great place to start. Okay, number 2 is embracing shrinkage. Just embrace it. The thing,
The audacity!
rude. The thing with shrinkage is that it symbolizes that your hair is healthy. It is a, again, symbol of the elasticity of your hair and how much it can stretch and snap back, which is a good thing if your hair shrinks. If it doesn't shrink, or if it has very minimal shrinkage, then you should be worried. You should you should be mindful of that and see which products are not working for you, or see what you're doing wrong maybe. And if you do that, maybe then that's just the way that your hair is. But then yes, embrace shrinkage. Okay, there's ways to tackle shrinkage, but then embrace it for what it is. This is just your hair being your 4C hair in the way that it's supposed to be. And the minute that you embrace it and you accept it, you'll find peace with having your natural hair as it is. Number 3 is finding ways to take care of your hair. Listen, we are living in the information age. I am so grateful to be living in this era where we're not part of slave trade days and, like, you know, those Eurocentric standards of beauty being imposed and things like that. You know how the standards of beauty themselves have evolved over the years. I think we're at a place where we're starting to, you know, the world actually is starting to embrace diversity and things of that nature. This is why you see a lot of Black people starting movements like the natural hair for once. Listen, I'm here because I've joined the revolution, okay? And I think it's high time that you do so too. And you can start by joining the revolution by loving your hair. And loving your hair is finding ways to take care of your hair. There are so many ways. So many ways. And I hope that you guys stick around, because I'm here to also share those many ways, to share wisdom with you guys on how to take care of your hair and find ways that you can work with it, because I'm pretty sure God did not give you this type of hair only for you to struggle with it. So
She's got a point.
oh yes, finding ways to take care of your hair, there are plenty of ways. And I think the last one that I've written in my notes is, if you're African and you're watching this, or if you have African genes, I need you to start entertaining the fact that if you are African, you are of royalty. I'm gonna say it again. I'm going to need you to start entertaining the fact that if you are African, you are of royalty.
Did I start?
You're a queen, you're a king. You need to start thinking like that. And when you look yourself in the mirror and you wear your natural hair out and you've gone through all these stages of acceptance, honey, or even if you're just trying to get to those stages of acceptance and all these lovely things that I've mentioned, look yourself in the mirror and be like, wow, what a queen, or wow, what a king. See what that does for you, see what that does for your confidence. And you know, the minute that you start thinking like that, you're gonna think for a second that, okay, so I'm an African queen, I'm an African king, let me just embrace these royal genes. I might as well, you might as well. And I swear, I promise you guys that energy is what you're going to be putting out into the world, and you're just going to be living your best life in your best fro. Magic is coming. Just welcome the magic, welcome all of the wholesomeness. And you know, this I promise this is just about hair, but then like you can also apply these in other aspects of your life. But then all these things that I've mentioned are so essential for you to think like a winner, to think like a person who has great hair. You know, you need to think the way in order to be the way, if you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, before starting to take care of your hair, before starting to put a ton of product, or even while, I am so sorry, there's crying in the background.
Okay, let's move on.
I am so sorry, your highnesses. There's just a lot going on in this household today, or in this kingdom rather yet.
No.
But yes, think like a queen, think like a king. If you have wanted to think this way for a long time, or you think that you're being silly for thinking this way, this is your sign that you are not being silly and you are the person that you think you are, period. Okay, with all of this said and done, right, I think, my personal opinion, I really think that, like I said before, everything starts in the mind. And I think that this conversation that we had, although I acknowledge it was a little bit all over the place, but I really hope that you guys understand what I'm trying to say. But with these mindset shifts, I think they will do wonders for the way that you approach caring for your hair, and the way that you go about walking with it out, wearing it out, if you've been a person that's kind of like but then the minute that you start thinking like this, the minute that you start applying these mental habits, I think that it will do wonders for the way that you carry yourself when you're wearing your hair. And this is really kind of what goes through my mind whenever I'm dealing with hair. I love it, it obviously loves me back, and I'd like to believe that what you put in, what you put out, is what you'll get right back at you. So I really think that that's the same as well with hair. I really enjoyed making this video as per usual. I hope you give it a thumbs up. And I know this is kind of like but okay, it doesn't matter. I hope you subscribe for more videos like this. I really enjoyed talking about this. Let me know down below if you know, you also have certain mindsets or anything surrounding this topic that you personally apply in your life in order to keep your hair flourishing, in order to feel confident in your 4C crown, honeys. That's it for today. I'll see you next week. Bye.